Okay, now I think
We are live.
yes. Okay. Okay. So Croak Dog.
Yeah.
This is how do they say it? This is your party or something like that. Or this is your dance. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So once you introduce yourself and and kind of we'll take it from there.
All right.
Well, I'm Crook
Okay,
Dog.
sir. Cool.
Favorite game of all time is Skyrim. I've literally put over 2,000 hours into it. No life, don't worry. I know. And
Oh, I'm the same. Yeah.
yeah. I like console and PC. And I checked out one of Angel's Let's Plays the other day, like you asked, and I thought it was pretty good.
I told you, huh?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, he's got the one only available right now, but I think Tuesday is when the other one will go up.
Well, Sammy, I've made it public on Facebook, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. So I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. So I guess it's available to all. So that's cool. First of all, I gotta thank you, sir, for you're one of the. I mean, I had these guys here, these two gentlemen here, and which are friends with me already on my kind of like my other channel, my movie channel. But then you're like one of the very few of the new folk I met through my gaming channel. So I want to thank you for that, for subscribing me to there, and to and supporting me there and watching them and commenting. So I greatly appreciate that.
Sam, can I call you that?
Yes, sir.
Well, you won't believe this. The reason how I found your channel was because I could not think of a face to make for a character. And I saw your video that said Skyrim 1 character creation.
Yeah, okay. Where I created a female, huh?
Nah, I don't.
No, I created a female. Or did I? Oh, no, I did not. No, I created a man.
I created, like, the mage Breton, something like that.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah, and his name is Falagar. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I tried to make him look like me. That's right. Oh, did I? Oh, no, I did not. No, I created a man.
I created, like, the mage Breton, something like that.
I hear us twice. What's going on? His name is Falagar. That's right.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Are you hearing this?
Yeah, that's going on twice. Sam, turn off your other channel. Just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it too.
I hear us twice. What's going on? It's muted. Everything. The microphone's muted.
Just turn it off, Sam.
Turn it off. Just turn it off.
Turn it off.
Sam, turn off your other channel. Just in case.
Yeah.
Hold on here. Hold on.
Yeah, I hear it too.
I hear us twice. Okay, there we go. Everything. The microphone's muted.
Just turn it off, Sam.
It's off now. It's off. But I still hear it going on.
That was lag.
Hold on here. Hold on. That was lag.
Yeah, I hear it too.
I hear it. Okay.
Massive lag.
Okay, there we go. That's good. Microphone's muted.
Turn off-
Turn it
Oh,
off.
it's still doing it. It's like we went through time. You know how that effect happens?
That was lag.
Hold on. That was lag.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Getting
It's
lag.
it's not. I'm off.
It's still going. It's
Massive
still
lag.
going.
Okay, there we go. I don't think that was a cause.
Turn it
Oh,
off.
it's still doing it. It's like we went through time. You know how that effect happens? Wow. This is great.
Okay.
This is like a
this is
sci-fi film.
confusing. Turn
Oh,
it off. Go off here. Go off here. We'll try again.
oh, it's done.
That
Okay.
probably was me.
Oh yeah, you know why? I think you took your headphones off. You got to keep it plugged in. I think that's-
Actually, no, I just had two tabs open with this in it.
Oh, that's why you had the two
Yeah,
tips.
that
I
was
wasn't doing
pretty
mine.
dumb.
That would do it.
Okay, that's okay. That doesn't matter that I canceled out my other one because we have more than enough people that we can see each other's faces.
Tasks your connection anyway, Sammy, so you're better off.
Well, that's fine.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so I guess we'll all introduce ourselves. Who wants to go next then?
Let's go from left to right.
Okay.
Oh, we'll go
What's
to
the dog's name?
I see the dog.
Okay.
What's the dog's name?
This is Jackson. He is inbred, and that means he's a dog.
Okay. Oh man. Okay. Inbred.
Yep.
Oh man. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's great. Great. Okay. So okay. So okay. Why don't we start with whoever wants to go next?
All right, then I'll go next.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I am Sir Wolfbane, and after a long hiatus, I've just come back to YouTube, and I'm a pretty good gamer. Favorite game of all time, Mass Effect 2.
Awesome. Yeah, that's cool. And talk about your favorite. Yeah, we just mentioned your favorite game of all time. So, because he did it, and now Mr. Angel Tarragon.
Yes, hello. This is Angel Tarragon coming at you once again with another hangout. About freaking time, I should say. So, my favorite game of all time would happen to be Castlevania: Symphony of the Night.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good game. There's Konami in it, right? Yeah. And mine is okay. You're playing with the camera. That's cool. That's right. Forgot you can do that. Okay. And then of course, you guys know me. I'm Falagar, and favorite game of course is Skyrim. It's gotta be Skyrim. That's me. So I'm really excited for Skyrim Remastered, even though they only showed like a minute.
Just a question: has Skyrim Remastered actually been confirmed?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. And they advertised it, and then they said 10/28/16, so October 28th for PC,
Oh, very nice.
PS4, and X1. And you can see it.
Yeah, that'll be one of the games that I get for myself.
Yes, volumetric God rays is what it says, and revamp the texture of the water. I just cannot wait. And the shadowing, it did like a thing where it compared, how like the before and after kind of thing. It looks great. Okay, so what you want to add? Anyone else have something to add to it? Or we can just talk about E3 in general.
I, for one, will not be getting it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know how you feel about the remastered stuff.
I'm not a fan of remastered games. I already own Skyrim. I'm not going to buy it again.
Oh.
Especially for like another $80.
Oh.
Yeah, like you spend an unnecessary amount of money when you can just download a graphics mod.
I play it on console, and yeah, I really don't care. I own Skyrim. I've got all this DLC. There's really no point for me to buy it again. I'd rather just buy a new game.
Well, I've never bought it before, so it'll be a first for me.
Yeah, so you're not double dipping anything. And I think I think they have like what they usually do is if you have the game already on at least for PC wise, when you have it already, kind of like what they did with pretty much like Dishonored and previous games. If you have the game already, like if you have like Dead Island, like how I had it, when you get the definitive or updated, special edition thing of it, you pay like a cheap price, like it was only $3. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure they may do the same thing for Skyrim because I already have it, so I probably have to pay like another $5 or something just to get the remastered. So
I wouldn't hold your breath on that.
You think it might have to be purchased the whole thing again, all over?
I don't know. This is Bethesda. They have a history of being a little bit greedy.
Really? Okay. Because I think, I think that's what they did on PC though for Dishonored. With Dishonored, and if you had Dishonored already, you just pay a little bit more, and then you get the definitive edition of it. And,
right. We'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, I'm still willing to buy it again because it's Skyrim, just to add to my collection. But yeah, so Angel is lucky here that he does not have to do that at all. When he gets it, it'll just be a first-time buy. There's absolutely no double dipping there. And what about you, Crook Dog? Are you gonna double dip on that?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that one. But I've seen a few remasters and definitive editions. They start out half price sometimes as when they were originally released. Like if a game was $60, sometimes it's $30 on launch day.
Oh, okay. So
if that's the case over here, because games over here cost $120, so it'll just be $60 here.
Wow.
Oof. Oh man.
Sucks to be in New Zealand.
It does suck, especially if you're a gamer. They really screw you over.
Man.
GameStop is the same exact way.
Oh, yeah. What was I gonna say here? But see, that's the thing. I think like when they did it with like Dead Island, it was just just the digital, not physical. I would still go out and buy a physical copy just to, just to collect,
Oh.
to have it into the collection.
There is the physical copies coming. They've got the Dead Island pack coming out. It's got Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide in it. That's coming out later.
Oh,
Okay.
very nice.
Physical.
I'll get my hands on that.
Cool. Oh yes.
But again,
Yeah, play with you.
again, I've
Mark.
already got Dead Island, so there's no point in me getting it.
Okay. Oh, you have it already on 360. Okay.
Mm.
Oh
Hey,
damn.
Wolfgang,
Yes.
a video I'd like to see from you is your video game collection. Do a whole tour of all those.
Yeah, definitely. Down the line. When I get to 100 games, I'll probably do that.
Very cool.
I've got 86 now, so I'm quite close.
Oh man, that's impressive. We'll
Is that,
save later.
is that counting all the games in your entire collection, or just from one console?
That's from one console. That's my 360 physical games anyway, not including my digital games.
Is the 360 the only console you have?
At the moment, yes.
Okay.
I know how that feels.
Yeah. I mean, like, I really need to get an Xbox One again. I mean, like, there's so many great things coming. A big example is like I'm really looking forward to Watch Dogs 2. I think that looks pretty good. I'm looking forward to new Assassin's Creed, whatever it's going to be, because I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan.
I think I might check that out myself.
But of course, I do want to play some more Fallout 4, Witcher 3, all these great games, Arkham Knight,
Yeah, I
Persona
like
2.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I haven't played Arkham Knight at all yet. I mean, I love the first three Batman games. I think that Arkham Knight's going to be, hopefully it'll be the best. At the moment, Arkham City's still the best for me. But, there hasn't been a weak Batman Arkham game, so...
Yeah, they're remastering Asylum and City.
Yeah, again, with the remasters, I'd rather them be working on new games. Let's have new games.
What was the new Batman one you said? It's called what? Arkham.
Return to Arkham. It's got Arkham Asylum and Arkham City.
No. He was talking about Batman Arkham Knight.
It's called Batman Arkham Knight. Okay, so that's completely new. That's not a remastered thing, right?
No, that's the last Arkham last year. I think near the beginning of last year.
Oh, okay. I haven't played any of those Batman games yet.
They're the best superhero games of all time.
Oh man, I gotta get
They
it.
are really good.
Man.
I mean, like, honestly, nothing else. No other superhero game even comes close to how good the Arkham games are.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I heard that I think it was the Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor, that they got the fighting. They took the fighting from Batman. So if it's anything like that, but probably better, I'm gonna like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, the Shadow of Mordor, it is the Arkham combat. Like, I'm very good at the Arkham games. As soon as I play Shadow of Mordor, I'm just like, yeah, these are exact same controls. Like, there's no difference.
If you've played the new Spider-Man games, they have a combat system similar to that.
They tried to steal it.
Yeah, they actually did. It's so funny. They didn't do it all that good either.
Oh no, it was a rush game. It was done by Activision, and Activision sucks. So yeah. Besides from that, like, with this whole Elder Scrolls 5 remaster thing, I'd rather an Elder Scrolls 6, to be honest. I'd rather Elder Scrolls 6.
I was in the chat for the Bethesda E3 showcase. Do you realize how many people said Elder Scrolls 6? Where is Elder Scrolls 6 at?
I don't expect it now. I'm thinking like maybe the end of next year they might have an announcement.
Yeah, they'll probably announce it at E3.
Yeah, maybe. They might have a teaser for E3 next year, but it's not coming out this year. I'm not going to hear anything this year.
Elder Scrolls Legends thing.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. I know it's a card game, but I kind of like stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Oh no, I don't care. I don't care about
I
that.
don't care about the card game.
I don't
Okay.
normally
Yeah,
like
waste-
card games, but
Wasting my time.
I'll
Oh,
check it out myself. I might buy a
That's like saying,
packs.
it's actually free. It's a free one too, so that's what's good.
oh no, it'll be wasting my time. It'll be like if I played Elder Scrolls Online. I'd be wasting my time.
I hope it's as fun as Fallout Shelter.
Yeah, that's coming out
Yeah,
on
Fallout
PC as well. Fallout Shelter.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, that's coming out. And I think that if it's a free app on the phone, then it's got to be free download too. Probably like the Elder Scrolls Legend. Probably kind of whet the appetite for Skyrim remastered, and then make time go by quicker until when remaster comes out. Then next year rolls around for the next E3, and then they're going to discuss, hopefully, God willing, the Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah.
They're not going to
Absolutely.
do Elder Scrolls 6.
Next year, you don't think so, huh?
Next year maybe, but it'll be a teaser like what they did with Skyrim when it first got announced.
Like
The Bethesda conference already started. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
So
I was
mine.
watching
it already started. Well, it's finished.
Yeah, it's.
I hate being in New Zealand. I really hate the time zone. It's all different.
Oh, that's
I thought it was.
yeah. Oh. Okay.
I'll watch that after this because I just did my reaction to EA's E3. I did that and I filmed it and that's on my channel now.
Cool.
So I'll do that for Bethesda as well.
And by the way, so this is great that Crook Dog, that you had a chance to check out Angels. You're going to be there from the ground floor up when he does his Let's Plays, and I don't know if you're aware of Sir Wolfbane, but he's also a Let's Player. So you might want to head over to his channel. It's not new stuff yet, but you could check out the stuff that he has.
That's
backlog.
coming.
Sometimes the old stuff is the best.
Oh yeah, I mean, just look at Markiplier.
Yeah, Markiplier. I really still don't understand all the hair dyeing.
Oh yeah, ever since there, he's not as good as he used to. Like I go back and watch his old stuff back when he was like funny, but now it's just like, oh, I dyed my hair, I'm crazy. It's like, yeah, you're trying too hard, bro.
Yeah. I remember when he was just like, he didn't even have his own office.
I subscribed to him when he had 10,000 subscribers.
Hey, you guys, I recently found out this channel called Fudge Muppet. You should check them out.
Fudge Muppet?
Yep, they do a bunch of Fallout 4 builds and Skyrim builds. They're pretty good.
Builds, like character builds.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I will check that out. Very cool. And let's see. You said you checked out Angel's Let's Play of Brogue. I take it, of course. It's the one he has available. And then, so I guess when you go on Facebook, you can see part 2. What do you think of Brogue? Because that is, I got to report, probably one of my favorite. Yes, absolutely. Yes, one of my favorite kind of roguelike kind of games. And Angel's become a fan of it as well, which I'm glad to hear that. What did you think of it?
I normally don't like games of that sort. I mean,
Oh, okay. I see.
how to explain it? I like.
The reason, let me explain why I like it so much. It's because it takes me back to playing Dungeons and Dragons back when I was started in the 1990s. I bit my teeth on AD&D First Edition, and back then my DM, he basically mapped out everything, and so it reminds me of the mapping style that he would use on graph paper or just a complete blank sheet of paper, and with the walls there, and you can see like, okay, so you're here, and the other characters over here. We've got some monsters over here. So it's definitely theater of the mind. You definitely have to visualize it in your head.
Yeah.
That's why I love it so much.
Yeah, did you see Sword Coast Legends?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be exactly like Dungeons and Dragons.
I've never heard of it. Sword Coast Legends.
Yeah, well, it
I'll look into that.
must be like it.
I might try
And,
to do a Let's Play of Baldur's Gate at one point.
yeah, I would love to see that one as well. That would be fantastic if you do Baldur's Gate Let's Play. As a matter of fact, keep looking on Steam now that you have it. You can get the Baldur's Gate Enhanced cheap. I got it, and I've yet to play that.
I'll look into it.
Now, let's see here. Now, what about like space opera kind of games, such as, well, of course, before we get to like Mass Effect, which is Sir Wolfbane's speciality, he also does like Dead Space. I think that last one I saw from Wolfbane was it Dead Space 2? I think it was Dead Space 2. Yeah.
Dead Space.
Okay, just
Dead
Dead
Space
Space.
1.
Okay, it was Dead Space 1. Okay, okay. Are you into that?
I think Isaac is badass, but to be honest, I have not played any Mass Effect.
Ah,
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, Mass Effect is really, really good. I mean, like I said, Wolfbane here is the expert on it, but I mean, I guess what I love about it is just the science fiction setting of it, just the story narrative and how they go about it. Because BioWare, they're pretty good with stories, I think, and even though it's not like free roam, kind of like like a Bethesda game, it doesn't really matter because I guess when it's like focused like that, it really pushes the story, kind of ahead, and the action I think is absolutely fantastic too, and the way you can kind of build your characters depending upon the kind of character class that you can be. I know Wolfbane, well, my favorite character class is Adept, and what about you, Wolfbane? I mean, I know it, but maybe you want to talk about
Vanguard.
it. Vanguard's your favorite class. Okay, I thought you were going to go with Soldier. Vanguard.
What does the Adept do?
It's equivalent to Mage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, an adept uses the Force.
Yes. Yes. And you know me, I'm all about that. The force push and singularity, and I think it was, it's been a while now, but I think you go singularity and then you throw warp, is it? And then it causes a, and it's great because you do combinations, and I would do that.
Yeah.
You lift them and then you can push them and they go flying, and it's great. Yeah, so I love doing those combinations. I tried doing Vanguard before. Yeah, maybe I need help with the build, and I'd like to try to do it again. But they are like a cross. I guess in a way, Vanguard is
Jedi
like
Knight?
a cross. Jedi, maybe like a Jedi Knight, I suppose, because it's like a cross between like a warrior and mage. So kind of like a battle mage type character, right?
And Mass Effect 2 and 3, the Vanguard becomes a real close combat specialist because you've got the biotic rush, which basically, the biotic charge, which you basically charge into people from a long distance.
Yes.
And stuns them, and you always equip with a shotgun and you shoot them while they're stunned.
Yes.
And it just takes people out really fast.
I gotta try that.
And I've really enjoyed the Vanguard play. As much as I love Soldier, and in like my main playthrough as Shepard, he's a Soldier because it's a bit more, because I can relate better to someone that doesn't have the magic powers. It's Vanguard's very enjoyable to play as a game perspective.
Gotcha. Yeah. And I've never played as a soldier, and I should. I mean, I've only played, honestly, 95% of the time. Whenever I play, it's always Adept, and I would mess around for a brief moment with other kind of characters, like the one, I think is an engineer, where he has a robot sidekick thing that appears. So, mess around with that. I like that.
Yeah. I played through Mass Effect with every single class.
Oh, every single class. Okay.
What about your favorite Elder Scrolls class?
Ah, okay. Of course, Mage. I always go with Mage.
Do you remember the Witch Hunter class? That was pretty good.
Okay, you're talking about when you pick the
Oblivion.
Yeah.
Crusader. I like the Crusader.
Ah, okay.
You get the healing powers, and you get the heavy armor as well. It was really good when he did the Knights of Nine expansion, and you could be a Crusader while being in the Knights of the Nine Crusader outfit, which
Yes.
it was pretty cool. I liked it.
I love that. Yeah, absolutely. And let's see. Well, what about you two gentlemen? What's your? I know. Well, Angel, I know you haven't played it, but what would you think your typical class would be?
You
And
see, I love playing rogues, but I also love magic. So if there was a class that combined the two, I'd be all
Night
over that.
Nightblade. They're like basically a
Nightblade.
rogue assassin using magic.
Illusion.
Especially, it's especially good in like Skyrim and Oblivion when you can get magic that help you with stuff like muffles your footsteps, cast spells silently,
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's very helpful. I like doing that as well. Like I said, I've played through Skyrim multiple times. Warrior, assassin, mage, I've done it all.
You want to know? Surprisingly, you would think that I covered everything in the game, but I haven't. I done very, very little. Not even halfway point, I think. Yeah, not even halfway point of the Thieves Guild. That's right. And I didn't even touch Brotherhood. I just got to the thing with where you just initially join. You know how that happens when you get kind of kidnapped and then get with the hoods, and then I just went there to just meet everyone in the place in near Ripton, and that was it. And then I don't know what happened. And then I think I changed to a different game, and when I went back, I totally forgot everything I did, and I just started a new character, and went back to a mage. So with this remastered, I'm looking forward to starting like a rogue kind of character, with probably what Angel said here, like a stealthy character utilizing magic. So Nightblade kind of character is what I'll do.
The thing about Skyrim, with the Brotherhood of I was about to say the Brotherhood of Steel, with the Dark Brotherhood, Oblivion did it better.
Okay, did it? I couldn't say because
Lucian.
With the Mages Guild, Oblivion did it better.
I got
With the Fighters Guild,
Mm-hmm.
Oblivion did it better.
Yeah, I agree. I like the fact that in Oblivion they have the different towns that have it. I don't like the fact that in Skyrim, and I still, as much as I love Skyrim, it's still my favorite because as a whole, but I don't like how it's just the companions and it's just there in Whiterun. So if you want to go to like the fighters guild, you have to go all the way to Whiterun, and then for the Mages Guild, there's no Mages Guild in Riften, there's no Mages Guild in Markarth. You have to go all the way to frickin' Winterhold, all the way up north. It's all the way up there. So it's a college. That is kind of cool, but it should have been like maybe have like a main thing like that. Still have the companions. I think it's called Marviskar, and then the College of Winterhold, but then still have the mini guilds like throughout, like normal. That should have.
That's why Oblivion was so good. So basically, if you're part of the Fighters Guild, you're going to have that safe haven in every single town.
Yeah.
Which is cool. And with Mages Guild, had that safe place.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Thieves Guild, not so much, but area. And the Thieves Guild, of course, a bit better in Oblivion.
Yeah, the Thieves Guild. That's right. With well, I wouldn't know again because I didn't. But like I think
With the Grey
if I
Fox.
remember the Grey Fox, you get the mask or something and you put it on, it gets rid of all your crime that you did. I did that.
I know.
That's
if you
the funny thing.
put on the Grey Fox, if you put on the Grey Fox mask, every guard tries to kill you.
But then the moment you take it off, they forget about it. Like they don't. But take it off like when you're hidden, and then all the bounty goes away or whatever, right? Something like that. Yeah. Because I beat, and that's the funny thing. In Oblivion, I beat the not only the Fighters Guild, the Mages, but of course I beat the Thieves Guild. Completed the Dark Brotherhood. I went through all that, for that game. But then I don't know. I think because I just got so caught up. I think to me overall they did Mage so good in Skyrim. I love the fact that I can have two, like a fire and then a lightning, or a fire and ice, or double fire, and then for like a more powerful thing of it.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. You can have different things. You can have a dagger in one hand, and then cast a magic dagger in the other, and then have a magic dagger, the summon magic dagger thing that you did through your magic, and a real dagger, or have like a sword or an axe, a one-handed axe, and have like a flame spell or a lightning spell or a cold spell in the other. And I absolutely love that. You couldn't dual wield.
Well, can you cast spells through your weapon? Like if you're holding the dagger, can you enchant the dagger with with the dagger spell.
Well, it's not quite like that. Well, there's a yell called Elemental Fury, and you can do it that way. Otherwise, you actually go to an enchanting table, and you use your magic that way to enchant it by putting the magic. Just like it operates the same as alchemy.
You can't cast your spells through your weapon.
No, if you've got a weapon drawn with left hand, you can't use spells with your left hand as well. You have to choose spells or spells or weapons. Not the case for Oblivion, though. If you have your sword drawn, you can still fire magic with that hand.
Yeah.
So in other words, Oblivion did it better.
Wow. Okay. I still like Oblivion.
I'm definitely going to go on Amazon right now and check out Oblivion.
Yeah, Oblivion is great.
Oblivion. It's funny, I've really come to appreciate just how good Oblivion is. I mean, sure, Skyrim looks better, but Oblivion is better. Wow,
that's serious. To me, on my personal opinion, I agree with all those points, but just for some reason, I don't know, maybe because I feel more absorbed in the world of Skyrim, and just the fact that, of course, dragons, and I just, the whole dual-wielding thing, I absolutely love, I guess, but, and I like the fact that it just feels like I'm going so slow, when I move, and I try moving in Oblivion. I started a game in Oblivion. I do intend to get back to it, and I will.
You just got to level up your athletics.
Athletics, yeah, and the speed and all, yeah.
Stuff they took out of Skyrim.
Yeah, they took out skills. No, not certain skills, but.
I want to play Oblivion now.
You want to play Oblivion now?
Yeah.
I have it. I have them both, and I have Morrowind as well. I just have to get Daggerfall and Arena.
I own Oblivion and I own Skyrim, of course, but right now I'm playing through Fallout New Vegas.
Okay, yeah. You know how you said how Fallout New Vegas is the best one in the series. I heard another person, even a couple of the people, they say that Obsidian just for some reason I guess did it better, so maybe they might do the same thing again. Before somewhere in between. Yeah.
It would be great if Obsidian came and with the tools of Fallout 4, they made a new Fallout game, because here's the thing about Bethesda. Bethesda makes great games, but someone else does it better all the time. Look at Fallout 3. Fallout 3 is a great game, but New Vegas is far superior. Look at Skyrim. Skyrim's a great game, but Dragon Age and Witcher 3 are better. It's just just the fact. Yeah.
I personally like Skyrim and Oblivion better than the Dragon Age series. For me, Witcher 3, and I said this in my Let's Play, as much as it pains me to say it, this is my personal opinion, I personally like The Witcher 3 and Skyrim pretty much equal. Because like I said, Skyrim is still my all-time favorite.
I mean,
that's just
the great thing about Skyrim is that you can role play a lot easier. Everyone goes out on their day and they go work during the day. They come back at home at night and all this. And if you want, you can just start as a farmer. You can just farm at the beginning.
Yes.
You can have cabbages, selling cabbages. You can go chop wood, sell wood. You can go hunt.
I love it.
You can go hunt some deer, sell deer. But,
absolutely.
But the characters of Skyrim are extremely forgettable. The storylines is crap. Let's be honest, it's crap. And the side missions are fetch quest, boring fetch quest.
Oh.
In other words, Dragon
Age
and Witcher did it way better.
Oh. No, I found the quest really good, and the whole
quickly name your favorite quest.
Okay, hold on. The whole labyrinthian thing. I love the whole story arc of the College of Winterhold. The whole thing, how you become it, and with the whole Eye of Magnus, and you have to get the staff.
I'm talking about proper side missions. Proper side missions, not faction missions.
Okay, I recall
proper side missions.
Okay, I recall one where it wasn't really an official quest, where It was Berna who
one.
made a bad deal in Berna's oddments, and she, you can buy the claw off for 50 gold pieces. She tells you there's a like a Dwemer ruin off somewhere to the
It's an ancient Nordic tomb.
ancient. It's a what now?
It's a Nordic tomb where you get the
Nordic tomb. I'm sorry. Yeah, Nordic tomb, and that's near Windhelm, the snow one. Where Arfric is from. The snow one. I think that's Windhelm, right? Yeah, Windhelm, near Windhelm, and you go in there. And technically, it's not really like an official kind of quest, but you seek it out through your own accord. That it kind of becomes a quest for like lore, and you go in there and you kind of learn things about it. I won't say any more than that, but you go in there and there's like a puzzle in there where you kind of you look up and then one is like water, one is like a corpse on the throne, but you have to manipulate. I don't want to spoil the thing, but I know you know what I'm talking about, Crook Dog, in that place. But we won't say it any further. But it's things like that. I like the one also, and forgive me, I'm real I'm real bad at these names and even worse at pronouncing some of these things. But there's a place where you go up the thing, and I think it's near you know what? I think it's near Windhelm also, where there's a portal, and then there's it's you know what? It's like a necromancer or something, and there's a portal, and it opens up when you reach the top. And
we talking about that sounds like Skoldoffin.
Say it again.
Sounds like Skoldoffin from the main quest.
I think that's it. Skoldoffin. That might be it.
That's from the main quest, isn't it?
Is that a main quest? Okay, I couldn't remember.
That sounds exactly like a main story quest.
Okay. Was it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's that, and just the things that when you come across, like for example, when you're trekking from Riverwood going to Whiterun, and you see this giant attacking, the people from the companions, and how you kind of join there. Moments like that where, I know it happens every time, but just things like that happen. But different things can happen. Like for example, in my Let's Play, I guess apparently I watched back and I accidentally hit one of the members, and then they just suddenly turned on me after I killed the giant. They started attacking me. So it's like instances like that where it just makes for memorable moments, and the fact that I recorded it and then it's saved. Everyone's thing can be different. Everyone's adventure can be there'd be something slightly different, even though maybe someone may accidentally attack it. The way they go about handling when being attacked can be different, by depending upon the LP and the player, and that's what I absolutely love about it. The random encounters, when the vampires attack the cities, I absolutely love that. And of course, the first meeting of, I think his name is Durak or something. I think he's an orc from Dawnguard, telling you that there's a guy, and I can't remember his name, but he's also a Nord. The leader of the Dawnguard. You have to meet him. What is his name?
He's Ron. I'm a nerd.
Can you say that again?
He is Ron. I'm a nerd.
Iman. Okay.
He is Ron.
He is mine. Okay. Yeah, that name. And by Riften, I absolutely love that. And then the kind of quests that you go on for Dawnguard, and then the whole thing that you learn about with the snow elves, and how the snow elves kind of evolve.
Hold on, Sam.
Oh yes, sir.
Sam.
Yes, sir.
DLC doesn't count.
Whoa.
DLC does not count. DLC does not count.
Why not?
Another game. Because the Skyrim DLC was good.
Kind of. You're kind of Is it just me that's? Yeah.
Breaking up really bad on my screen.
Who is?
Wolfbane.
Yeah. What the hell? Okay, looks like he left and he's coming back. Okay, his connection. Okay.
Did anybody get what he was trying to say?
Not really. He said I did hear not.
God.
DLC doesn't count, and then I didn't really get much from there. I don't know if maybe he just didn't like Dawnguard. I thought Dawnguard was absolutely fantastic.
I think Dawnguard. Oh man, I think Dawnguard was better than Dragonborn.
Dragonborn, the one with Mirak, or is his name Mirak?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. You go. I haven't even completed Dragonborn, so I heard I heard it was still okay, pretty good. But yeah, Dawnguard probably. I absolutely love Dawnguard, and I played a little bit of. Oh, here we go. I played a little bit of Dragonborn. I'll tell you what, I absolutely loved being able to go over to Southstein, which brings back memories from Morrowind. If you remember, you get to, I think it's the Bad Moon or something like that expansion. Not Bad Moon. What's it called? Blood Moon.
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh yeah, now this is
A
much
little
better.
bit better, yeah.
What the hell?
Okay.
What was that all about?
Yeah, sometimes the internet here gets really slow. It depends how many people are using it at the same time.
Oh, there's. Okay. Oh, you're talking about within the complex, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Sam, I just noticed the Capital Wasteland in your background.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that poster over there. Yeah, it's the Capital Wasteland from Fallout 3. Yeah.
Well, give us a room tour sometime, Sammy.
Oh yeah, for me to do that, I'll use my phone for that, and then just transfer it onto my on the computer, because then it somehow ups the quality. If I was to transfer it directly from the phone, like if you look at my my newer out and abouts versus the ones I did, at the beginning when I just transferred it from the phone, it was not so good of a quality. So yeah, I will absolutely do that. But I guess, yeah. I don't know. I just I still like overall.
Oh, what I was saying before, Sam. What I was saying
okay.
before is that DLC does not count
Why not?
because it's not part of the main game.
Okay, are you asking for side missions though? Or
Yeah,
nothing?
I was talking about the vanilla game by itself. Because
Vanilla.
DLC caters towards the hardcore crowd rather than the casual crowd. That's why a lot of DLC is a lot better than the actual games.
Well, okay, I'll try to think of something. Even though I absolutely I did love the DLC for it. What little they had for it.
I agree. The DLC for Skyrim is great.
Mm.
Why couldn't it be that good during the game itself? I don't know. By the way, I'm
Because
not.
they got to charge you for more stuff. That's why.
And now it's dirt.
charge you more?
And now it's more dirt cheap because you can get Skyrim for about $10 or $15.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the Legendary Edition, so that's everything.
Yes.
All the DLC and everything.
Man, I bought that when it was $40.
And that's just the vanilla. And now you can get okay. I have the one that came with the statue.
Oh man, you got the collector's edition.
The collector's edition with the statue. So mine came with a slipcase, and it was it's a hard shell slipcase that goes all around and everything. I can't find it now, but it's either there or back over there. But yeah, and I got the dragon and everything.
Dude, how much did you pay?
Alduin.
Alduin.
That would have been about 120.
I think I paid like 110, something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty. And how much that was here? That was nearly $300.
Oh,
Holy crap!
God.
And that's, you got it though, right? Wasn't that one of the specials you showed us? Or you didn't get that one? Okay.
I don't have it. I don't have it anymore. I had to sell it.
Oh, God, that pains me. I'm sorry, man. Huh? Yeah, you have.
I saw. Remember a while ago, I had to sell all my collectibles.
Did you guys see the statue that they made for some of the Skyrim developers? It's like this big 5-foot-tall Dovahkiin statue.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen that. Cool. I haven't seen it.
I've seen it at the Armageddon Expo. They bought one here a while ago, and it was for the Armageddon Expo here. It was quite big. It was pretty cool.
Oh wow! With a Dovahkiin, I like that.
Of the vanilla Dovahkiin, so he's got like the scale armor, the iron gloves, and the horned helmet.
Oh,
and he's a man.
Yes.
He's a Nord man.
Not confirmed. He is not. I really hope he's not a Nord.
Some side quests.
He's a Nord.
Some side quests. I was just kind of thinking now, trying to recall, and the one where you have to restore I think it's called like the Elder Tree in Whiterun. I kind of like that one where you have to get the thing. I forgot what you call it, but there's a special weapon you have to get to cut it. To cut the the limb so you can so you can regrow. I like that one.
It's not. That wasn't a weapon. That was a debugger. That was a
The bark,
debugger.
the bark cutter. That's it. Yeah, right. And you have to fight a hag raven. I like the one where I think his name is Sam Grave something, but there's a secret, and I'm not going to spoil that. But he wants to play a drinking game with you. You guys remember that drinking game? That was a very fun quest.
That was one.
I enjoyed that
was one of them.
Talking about the night to remember.
Yes, don't spoil anything now, just because there's some of us here Angel's to experience it, and I don't want
Which
anything.
game are we talking about now?
Oh, we're talking about Skyrim.
Okay.
So just in case, we don't want any spoilers here. But yeah, I believe that's the one.
That was one of the most memorable quests from the game. I will admit that.
I liked it. Yeah.
Sammy,
Yes, sir.
is there like a compendium of all of the Skyrim games that have come out? Like there's like your Fallout new.
Yes. There is. As a matter of fact, the ASMR nerd showcase it,
Sammy,
and I.
Yes,
guess,
is there
Oh.
like a compendium of all?
I'm hearing it twice again. I thought you called me again.
Dude.
Yes. There is. As a matter of fact, the ASMR nerd showcase it. Okay. The echo is over.
WTF?
What was I saying now? Oh yes. Okay, I was telling you about. You want like a compendium with all of them. Yeah, I think it's called. You know what? I think it's called the Elder Scrolls Anthology, and the ASMR nerd he kind of showcased it, where it's like in a big hard shell box, and then it's got all the games. It opens up kind of similar to like the Bond thing, and I'm not sure what the price of it is, but let me see here. Maybe I can find it. It's called the Elder Scrolls.
Less than $50 on Amazon.
That's everything, and that's yeah, and that's all of it. I'm not sure what the price of it is, but that includes I should write and find it. Oh, yep, it's doing the echo thing again. We've somehow went back and we're like the Flash, how you temporarily go back and mirror image. Anyways, yeah, because you get Arena, which is the first Elder Scrolls, and then you get Daggerfall, and then Morrowind, Oblivion, and then of course Skyrim. And what I wish you would have included in there, but since it's like not officially part of it, it's an MMO, is the Elder Scrolls Online. I wish that included. But you can still get, I think, the collector's edition of that, and I think it's like $99 of Elder Scrolls Online, where it comes with the statue.
Don't waste your money.
But or you don't.
Money.
Yeah, or you can just get it on G2A for like $10. You can get Elder Scrolls Online for like 10.
Well, I'm thinking of springing for the limited edition anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into collectibles, which I'm a sucker for certain ones, like if it's something like like an Elder Scrolls game or like a real cool RPG that I like, of course I will spring for it. Yeah. And let's see, I'm not too sure what things all come with that collector's edition of the Elder Scrolls Anthology. Besides the game, I think it comes with a whole bunch of maps, a bunch of like really nice quality maps of like everything. So I think
there's a book that the discs are housed in. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maps, and a slew of discs.
In a slew of discs, yeah, absolutely. So it's well worth it. And like I said, I'll share you the video of the ASMR nerd when he kind of showcases it. Just to warn you, it's in ASMR format, so he'll be whispering and he'll be tapping. Like when he touches the box, he like it's not like a
normal
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it might be.
So got any normal reviewers then?
What was it?
Got any normal reviewers then that could just talk instead of whispering and tapping?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I honestly listen to it because it does help me go to sleep. Believe it or not, I play it on my phone. Not just that, but there's just I randomly click on ASMR stuff and like cosmic tingles and stuff like that, and and I just put it right there, like by my side, and it kind of helps me kind of relax and go to sleep. But they are whispering, and it's kind of hard to make out what you're saying. But it's like the noises that they make, I guess, is the thing that kind of triggers it. But yeah, I mean,
Soothing.
yeah, it's soothing. But you see, that's when you're trying to sleep, like on the phone. But when you're actually paying attention, like the ASMR nerd, when he does his overview of the Elder Scrolls Legend. I'm sorry, Elder Scrolls Legend Anthology. That's when you're trying to sleep. Like you can make them out. Oh, here we go with the repeat again. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, I think something's happening to Sir Wolfbane.
Going on and off.
Yeah, Sir Wolfbane, I think, is frozen. Are you there, sir?
Again.
Yeah, he's frozen. No.
Sammy, I think it might be you because you've got two microphones.
No, no, absolutely not. I'm not. I'm not even on my laptop. I'm not even.
No, I mean because you've got the microphone on your headset and you've got the Yeti.
I completely disabled this one through Windows, so it's absolutely not even. It's completely disabled.
This is so weird.
Yeah, and I think I know it's him because when I did it with Jez and the other times, it's perfectly fine. But when it was just him and me that one time, I guess because it's like all the way in New Zealand, it does this kind of thing.
Time lapse.
Yeah, like a time lapse because it's so far away. So, yeah.
Hey Sam.
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone else watching this?
Well,
Questions in the chat?
it fluctuates. Sometimes is like 1, and then 3 will come on, and then 4, and then now we're down to 0, and then sometimes 1 will come back on. So it fluctuates. But I don't always go by what it says here because sometimes it will say 0, and then like I would see no more than like 2 or 3, but then after it's over, it would say there's like 15, 20 people. So it doesn't make any sense. So I don't always trust that so much. I think there's sometimes more viewers. It says, hey, sorry, man, it's getting to that time where everyone comes home. It goes on the internet.
Oh, man.
And it slows. Hold on here. So I'll just have to say my goodbyes.
Hey, Sam.
And it slows way down. Okay. Okay, completely understandable, Wolfbane.
Oh, man.
Okay, so I'll just say farewell to you then, and I mean you can continue to watch if you're able. Okay, sir. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate that. Okay, so that's cool. Okay.
Personal thoughts about Christine Grimmie.
Oh yeah, I've known her for.
We have something in the chat, though.
Oh, I do. Okay.
Yeah. What specific changes do you guys think Skyrim Remastered will have?
Okay, and I assume beyond the graphical. Here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping, and I doubt it's going to happen. It is called. I think it's called Collector's Edition or Special Edition. I forgot what the tagline to it was. I'm hoping
Special Edition.
Special Edition. I'm hoping they'll add maybe some new spells, maybe even new equipment, new weapons, new summons. What I wish they would have is although I love the summons and I love the way summoning is handled in Skyrim, because in Oblivion the summons are like, 30 seconds. I'm gonna watch a Bethesda E3 conference and do my video on it. Okay, that's what Wolfbane is gonna do. Okay, and like anywhere like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 60 seconds. In here, it can be like up to minimum of like 60 seconds when you summon something, and then you put perk points into it, and it can double that. And then when your conjuration gets really, really high, you can have permanent summons, so it permanently stays until it dies, and you can just recast it again. So there's no limit. Wherever you go, you're roaming around town, taking your own sweet time, strolling through the park or whatever, the forest, and the summon would just be right by your side for always. In addition to your follower, I absolutely love that. And not only that, and it gets high enough, your summoning and your conjuration skill branch, you can have 2 permanent summons at a time. So that's what's amazing. You can have a flame Atronach and let's say an ice Atronach, or like a storm Atronach and a Dromora Lord at the same time.
Let me ask you a question about the game, Sammy.
Yes, sir.
Are there like elements that can be combined? Like, say you want to combine ice and fire into one summon. Is that possible?
Oh, when you summoning things, when dealing with summon, no. But I guess that's why it allows you to do the 2, so you can have a fire and then an ice.
I was only asking because I was thinking if it was possible, then you could have like one summons that combines 2, and then another summons that combines the other 2.
Yeah, no.
But that would be freaking awesome
that
if
would
they
be
included
awesome.
that in that remaster.
Yeah, if they would do something like that, that would be amazing. And like even past Elder Scrolls games can allow that. But yeah, but what I mean is I wish hopefully in the remastered that would be ultimately cool. But also if they would have like more summons like a clan fear or something like that, or what else did they have? Or a Zivile, a Zivile. I don't know if Crook Dog. You remember Zivile from Oblivion? The one that big Xiv Ilae. They kind of look like a Dromora type creature. They're called Ziviles, and that's in Oblivion. So it'd be very cool, if they added those more kind of summons in there, Clan Fear, Scamps, versus just the Fire Atronach, Ice Atronach, Storm Atronach, and then the undead creatures, and then the Dromore Lord. I think that would be kind of cool. Hopefully for this remastered, they'll have.
What about animal and monster summons? Are those in the game?
Nah,
No.
those are mods.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are mods. I don't like mods mainly because let me rephrase that. I like official mods, stuff that the company actually puts out. I don't necessarily like mods that the community puts out, and that might just be me. Only because they fiddle with the game so much that it can, it can kind of like
Might break the settings.
Might break the settings because I'm not going to say they don't know what they're doing, but because they weren't there for building the game originally.
Development.
Yeah, there's conflicts, and I've noticed that. Like my brother's playing right now, not right now, but the Morrowind, I forgot what it was, like remastered, HD or something, and that's with all the new texturing mods. And there are parts in the game where it's flickering.
Blown out.
Yeah, and the inventory is like kind of screwed up. Like when you put things on your character, it's all messed up. Overall, the game's beautiful, but then you come across those things that kind of break immersion. I do not like that.
Lore breaking elements.
Yeah, the rope. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I stick to the official, and that is why I know they're saying like for PC, sure I could right now mod it so the graphics are beautiful, but that is their content. I'd rather use the Bethesda one to get this new Skyrim remastered.
I'm in the same camp, Sammy. I won't use any community stuff.
I won't use the community stuff. Only stuff that is sanctioned by and created by
Company.
Bethesda, the company. Exactly.
I think one thing they might put in the remaster is new kill animations, because I'm a fan of animations.
I did like the kill animations, yes, when it gives it a cinematic feel. I did love that, and I think already with like Dragonborn and with was it called Dragonborn or they're Dragonborn and
they put
added some
animations.
Yeah, like kill animations for the spells. They didn't have that before. There's initially for out of box. And then I think they added too for free was mounted combat. So you can actually draw your weapons while you're on a horse. You can pull a dagger out or a sword and be on your horse, and while you can gallop at attack people while on your horse.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is fantastic. The only problem is that the mages is kind of out of luck because there's no mage thing like that. You can't cast So hopefully for a remaster they do that where they can.
Yeah, that would be good.
That would be great to cast fire and lightning, whatever, summon from your horse.
Well, here's a question about the game I have for you, Sammy. With magic in the game, teleportation. What's the limit on that?
Okay, they don't really have teleportation in. Let me see. In Oblivion, they had a thing where you could step on a teleporter pad, and I think that might have only been Wizard's Tower, which is a DLC, official DLC. You step on the pad and it teleports you to any major city. And then Morrowind had a thing where each Mages Guild has a teleporter person that can teleport you, and then you talk to them, and then they can teleport you to other Mages Guilds.
But as a player, you don't get teleport as a spell.
There's no teleport as a spell. There is because I guess it's either just too hard for them to do. Maybe they might save it for like Elder Scrolls 6 if there's a way, because I never thought they were going to bring dragons into the game. And maybe one day they'll bring in dwarves, because in the Elder Scrolls lore, the dwarves, also known as Dwemer, are all but extinct, and snow elves are all but extinct. The snow elves kind of evolved, or you can say de-evolved in a way, to the Falmer, which the snow elves had to retreat underground, and because from there on out, kind of like if you ever seen the movie The Descent, they kind of evolved to adapt to the darkness, and they became these kind of like
Morlocks from the
like
Time
Morlocks.
Machine.
There you go. that's what happened to them. That's, for how many generations of the evolving into that. The snow elves are technically all gone and just become the Falmer, and the Dwemer have just, without a word, have just disappeared, just like the dragons became extinct, and then they brought them back. I won't say how. I'll leave that to you to discover, but it's a pretty good story, I think.
Is that covered in the novels at all?
I'll be honest with you. I didn't know there were novels for this game. There's books. I did not know that. That's fantastic. If you read them, maybe I'll get them. But my kinds of books are like well.
I'm not a big reader myself. I tend to stick to the books that support the campaign settings that I like.
Okay, I see. Like the kind of books I read are like Choose Your Own Adventures and like endless quest books. Dungeons and Dragons Endless Quest.
There's a video you should do, showing off those books.
Yeah, I have some here, and I have a lot more which I left behind back at my dad's, and I think I'll do that. I'll do some kind of showcase of it. What I was thinking about doing was getting back into the reading them. We'll do a video where I'm reading them, but this time I'll go on one full adventure. No matter how long it takes, and I'll just read it until I die. Until you come to an ending. Whether I succeed or fail, and just do that every now and then. I think that'd be kind of like a cool video to make, kind of fun. Yeah.
Well, that reminds me,
yes, sir.
Malagar, have you read the book in the game Olaf and the Dragon, where you make your own adventure?
Yes, the Olaf and the Dragon. Is that the Bard thing from the college, the Bard College, right? Where you have to find.
No, not that. It's
okay.
It's like a you chose this answer, turn to this page, and see what happens.
Oh,
Choose your own adventure.
Like a choose your own adventure, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is not in Skyrim, right?
Yeah, it is. It's Olaf.
I remember now. Yeah. I remember coming across a book where it's like a choose your own adventure. Yeah, I read some of it. I don't remember. I found that book one time, and when I was reading it, yeah, that's right. I do remember it. I hope I come across that book again. And I was reading it, and I was like, wait a minute. And it gave me choices. So it was like a choose your own adventure, so it reminded me of that.
Found it.
Bethesda, if you're listening, give us that book in print.
Yeah, yes, give us that book in print. Oh, okay, you're going to showcase it? Oh, here it is. Kolb and the Dragon, an adventure for Nord boys.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's
it's
it.
It's in Whiterun. In Dragon Reach.
It's in Whiterun? What's the name of the book again?
Kolb and the Dragon.
Cold and the Dragon. Okay, I'll remember that. Cold and the
Cold?
Dragon. Cold.
Okay. With a B. Boy.
Kolb. Or Kolb.
Yep.
Okay. Kolb and the Dragon. Okay. I will go to Whiterun and I will buy that book on my next Let's Play. I'll probably do a Let's Play of that tomorrow. Because I may still do some Witcher 3 tonight. I might. Or I might just do that tomorrow. I already did some tonight already. I just didn't upload it. I did a total of 3 different Let's Plays of 3 different games. I'm going to keep that secret until I upload them.
Ooh, here's a good question. Where do you think the next Elder Scrolls will take place?
Elder Scrolls 6?
Yep.
Okay, now here's the thing. I heard rumors that it might be Argonia and in Valenwood.
Has to be Black Marsh.
Black Marsh with the Argonians. You know what? I would like that very much. I know one person said, "Oh no, not this. I hate Argonians." Excuse me, which
I can't be present.
But I kind of like.
How about like a whole new subcontinent?
They kind of did that with let's see here, with Solstheim in Morrowind. So there's like different continents that you can go to.
The Somerset Isles.
Somerset Isle. That's it. With
they could pull an EverQuest and we could go to the moon.
Oh, go to different place. Well, I think technically Tamriel, technically is not Earth. It's some other. That's why if you look in the sky, there's like 2 moons, I think, 2 or 3, something like that.
Well, there you go. There's the game right there. You go to one moon, then you go to the other moon, then you come back to the planet.
Oh yeah, that would be. Oh yeah, that would be kind of way out there because and that's an idea too. Because they've done things already. And who knows? It could very well be there already, where you go to different, like realms or planes of existence in the game. So that has happened. I'm trying to recall one. Okay, in one you go to Sovngarde, at a certain point, which I won't say in Skyrim. In Oblivion, you go to the Shivering Isles, which is the realm of Sheogorath, and you see Sheogorath again in ESO. I'll say that. And That guy is great. He just kind of reminds me of a drunken Scotsman, like yeah, kind of like yeah, you know how he talks, and I can't imitate him, but think Sean Connery, but like insane and drunk, and he's kind of like that, like Sean Connery from the Highlander films. You know how he's got a Scottish guy, he's Scottish, and kind of has like a Scottish kind of accent, and that yeah, and that's great. So there's that Shivering Isles. And I'm trying. Oh, and you go to the different planes of Oblivion, which is technically like hell, in Oblivion. And I believe you go to a realm in Oblivion also in Skyrim, but I just can't remember.
Soul Cairn. You go to the Soul Cairn in the Dawnguard DLC.
Say again.
The Soul Cairn in Dawnguard.
The Soul Cairn. That's it. Yes, some kind of I guess it's sort of like a spirit world thing, right?
It's where the souls go from soul gems.
Soul gems, that's it. Right. And you have to be somewhat dead yourself, so you either have to diminish yourself some by putting some of your soul away to be like kind of to the point of death, or have I forgot her name. I think her name is Serena or something like that. She's got to bite you, and I'll just say she has to infect you, so you can go through it. I don't want to say anything too much because we got to be careful what we say.
Well,
so,
I am very intrigued because I had an idea for the campaign setting I'm working on about soul gems, and I had no idea that it's even integrated into these games.
Yes.
So tell me more. Tell me more. I want to know more.
Okay, well, I will say this, that it is part of the Dawnguard expansion where it deals with vampires, and Sarana is a vampire. A daughter of a vampire, particularly a vampire in the game, and in order to go to this, what was the place called again? I can't remember. Soul Cairn, right? That place, you either have to give up some part of your soul, so you're kind of like half dead, so you can actually even go there in the first place, or have a Serena bite you on the neck and make you become a vampire, so you're basically undead.
Well,
and then
what about the gems themselves?
They have everything to do with necromancy.
Yeah. And it looks like a gem, like a crystal, and it's used to kind of like recharge your magic of a weapon. So if you have like an enchanted weapon, enchanted sword, a staff that's a fireball, they run out of charges. So you use it. Once you use it, it just disappears from your inventory. You charge up your weapon again, so it charges up, and then you have so many uses, just like in true RPG fashion. And when it runs out again, then you get some more soul gems. Now you can buy field soul gems in stores, or you can buy or find empty ones, or even find full ones. But when you get empty ones, you have a spell called Soul Trap, and you can trap the soul of enemies in the soul gem.
Wow.
And you have petty soul gems. There's different grades of it. Petty soul gems, lesser soul gem. I think it's greater soul gem, and then grand soul gem, which is the best. So depending upon the creature that you try to capture, you have to have the appropriate size gem to fill it. So you can still take a grand soul gem and fill it with something with a lesser. That's perfectly fine. It just won't really be grand. But if there's a creature like a dragon or something super powerful that takes a soul gem to contain its soul in a grand soul gem, and all you have is a petty, something lesser than anything below grand, like a greater or lesser. You'll miss the opportunity to catch it because you didn't have a big enough soul gem to catch it. So make sure you stock up on the soul gems, especially if you're a mage, or especially if you're using like staves or magic weapons. So you can constantly recharge, and yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah, and that's how it's handled in pretty much I think all the scrolls. I think starting with Morrowind actually. I don't recall in Daggerfall or Arena if it's like that. And I'm trying to think what else. I guess somewhat on a side note, because we're on vampires, and The Witcher 3, the Blood and Wine DLC that just came out, like, I think it was last week, or it might have been this week, I can't remember, it might have been last week. Oh no, it might have been this week, I think it's this week. It's heavily leaning towards vampires. It deals with vampirism and vampires. You go to this other land, and it's a whole new vast land to explore, and you have to take down vampires now. So that is very cool. That's what's Witcher 3 is great, and like I said, the reason why I say I like it as much as Skyrim, and that's saying a lot because I absolutely love Skyrim, is that the things that I don't like about Witcher 3. It may have great, side stories, and it truly does, and side missions are all memorable. There's such lore, and they're all full of rich detail and everything like that. I mean, you're doing a side mission, and when it's over, you're just like, oh man, that was just a side quest. It felt they handle it with such care, like it's such importance as they handle all the other quests, like main quests. So that's what's amazing about it. You're doing a side mission and not even knowing it's a side mission because it feels like a major mission, something like part of the main storyline, but yet it's not. But I don't like the fact too that you have to play it in third person. I'm always a first person guy. I love first person. I know it doesn't work like that with Witcher 3 because Wolfbane told me once too that Witcher
that would just feel too damn awkward to play for myself.
Which one? Third person, right?
Yeah.
And I know Nagidal is having a hard time with it as well because we come from a time where it starts off, before this third person type thing, it was always first person RPGs, and then they switched it to the reason why. Let's say like Arena and Daggerfall was always like first person, but then as console gaming came out, there was like that third person thing. So they tried to cater those people so you have an option to switch back and forth between third person. So those people who want to play in third person can play in the third, and those that want to play in the first can play in the first. But I think, and even Todd Howard, who is like the president or the head of the company of Bethesda, even says that the games look better when you play it in first person because all the details look better, it handles better. It just feels like more like you're there because it's through the eyes of the of your character, through the eyes, which you see it. And the thing is, Witcher 3. First person, if you put it in first person, the type of combat that Witcher 3 has, because it's third person combat, it's going to be different. It won't work with in first person because it's like kind of weird. It's handled like an action game, like how your typical third person kind of games work. So I don't like that aspect of it so much, even though I tolerate it. I'm okay at it. I still suck though. And then I don't like the fact that you have to play as the guy Geralt. You have no choice. You have to play as this guy. He has a name. He's got a voice already. You can't. I like it where the protagonist has no voice, so you can voice the character, but you have to play as this character. And for an RPG, I'm more of a fan of RPG games where you can create your gender, create the race, the character class, and you name your character, and you design the face whatever way you want. I like to customize my character. You know what I mean? And you can't do that with The Witcher. So it's things like that. The combat, I kind of don't like it that much. I'm sorry to report. In Witcher 3, I prefer Skyrim combat and Oblivion combat. But because they handle so many things so well too in Witcher 3, such as like the side missions, that's great. The graphics and all great. The characters memorable. So those are the things I do like, and that's why for me, The Witcher 3 and Skyrim have to be pretty much equal. Yeah. So there's my little take on it, and I kind of detail this in I think in episode 48 or 49 of my Let's Play. Can't remember which one, but I gotta thank Movie Mike for watching pretty much every single one of my Witcher 3 Let's Plays, so I appreciate that, sir. And again, the Media Bunker also, and as well as Crook Dog, which are right here, sir, for just watching my Skyrim Let's Plays and supporting those. Greatly appreciate that, so thank you for that. And I think Movie Slab, you're a fan of my Fallout 4, so I have different kind of people that kind of like different things of my different kind of Let's Plays that I do, so I appreciate that. And I'll just say right as a record right there is that for you, Angel, I absolutely loved your Brogue Let's Plays. So yeah,
those will definitely keep coming. I did manage to save my game, by the way, so I'll be able to pick up part 2 of
Good,
that.
so you saved it. Okay. And here's the thing I was going to say too. When I say I'm a fan of your Let's Plays of Brogue, I know you only have 2 of them, and already I can tell you I'm a fan, and you only have 2, and you only have 2. So you can imagine, okay? So please, for the love of God, just keep this up and different ones as well, because yeah, that's brilliant and amazing, and you can narrate it and offer commentary that's just like no other. Like, you know what I mean? You're the way you kind of talk about like what's going through the head of your character. I know he's just an ad symbol, but we kind of get a feel for it. You kind of breathe life into that character, and that's what I absolutely love. And we kind of see the action.
I just put myself into the game. That's all it is.
And it shows.
I literally am the at symbol.
Yes, that's exactly it. Absolutely, and that's what I love about it, and that's what makes these kinds of Let's Plays even more enjoyable to watch. When the LPer themselves really gets into the game and into the character and just knows how to narrate. It's like you narrate things really, really well for that. Movie Mike also narrates very, very well too, really, really well too for his Witcher 3. Now I know he talked about his quality isn't so good because it's like on Twitch, but it doesn't really matter because I can still, you can still make it out. He kind of discontinued it for now because he said the quality isn't as good, so that's why he kind of like abandoned that. But I hope you do get back to it. I'll still watch him. It doesn't really matter because I can still, you can still make it out. He kind of discontinued it for now because he said, can you hear it again? It's like double again. Come back in time here. Okay, good. It stopped. So yeah, so Move Your Mic offers really good commentary as well. And then other people I absolutely love to watch that game is like Nagidal and Gix. Those two are the ones I started off with. And Furco I'm starting to watch now as well. He has a game called, I think it's called Freelancer, something like that. And I'm watching Furco right now too. I've only seen,
I can also promise you guys, when I get my hands on RPG Maker, I'll be doing that as well.
RPG Maker, is that a game?
Yeah.
Oh wow! And did you see that on Steam?
I'm not sure if it's on Steam, but I know it's been out. It's a franchise that's been out for a very long time.
Okay, RPG Maker. I think this is it. But I see RPG Maker MV, and that's $79.99. RPG Maker 2003, and that's $19.99.
Well, there is a newer one that just came out, but I'm not sure for what system it is.
Okay. Okay, this looks like this can't be the one. This looks like it's like JRPG style. I don't like that. You know JRPG?
No. What's that?
JRPG is Japanese RPGs, kind of like a Final Fantasy. I really don't like those because again, it's like you're forced to play like Cloud or you're forced to play Squalene Heart Now.
I don't mind that too much. It's just it has its place, but I definitely like yourself prefer an open world.
Yeah, I don't like where it's. I just don't like the linearity.
It just feels like I'm so contained in that universe of playing Final Fantasy that I need a break, play something else.
Yes, exactly. Right. I'm running around in the world of Final Fantasy, and you have to follow this path. You make it look like you can go more, but you hit a wall. It's not.
It is so linear that you just got to do every little quest the way it's planned. And
I don't like that.
I enjoy that to some degree, but I need a break from it to do something else in between.
Yes, and not only that, you don't create your character in there either. You have to play as their freaking characters that they create, and they're just kind of like. And the lore is kind of like way way out there. I'm more familiar with like Western RPGs, because the Japanese they incorporate like their kind of like their mythology, their lore, and it's kind of like different. So I'm not used to that. Their thing is always super exaggerated and just way out there. Whereas I'm used to like I guess like European style RPGs like King Arthur lore and like Dungeons and Dragons type and vampires and stuff like that. So yeah,
I really hope that there's a good 5th edition game for the computer.
5th edition game? You're talking about Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, D&D 5th edition just came out a couple of years ago. There is no computer game yet that utilizes the mechanics of 5th edition, but if it does come out, that would be one I would LP the hell out of.
Well, here's what we have now. And it's free to play, which means it's free to download. Dungeons and Dragons Online, that's free to play. We have Dungeons and Dragons Daggerdale, Dungeons and Dragons Online again. Yeah, so those are the two.
I believe DDO uses 3rd edition mechanics, though.
I'm not too sure which one. You know what? I think the one I played is D20.
Yeah, that's 3rd edition.
3rd edition. Okay, I'm used to that one. And then there was a point where it came like this new kind of the one after it where things got kind of different. 4th edition, okay. I started to kind of play that, but not so much, and that's around that time when our DM Joe Clavette had a stroke. So you might remember I told you this before, to let people know. He had a stroke, and his total, like his right side is kind of not.
I get you,
yeah. So he just was not the same. So he couldn't, just couldn't. We couldn't play it anymore. In other words, so when you lose your DM, and then people just started moving away. So that's why. We kind of disbanded. But the D20 was when, and that's during the time when we'd always go to the Bristol Renaissance Fair, which was absolutely fun. We went like 4 or 5 years straight in a row, every year, and probably like posted like even 5, 6 times. We would just go, and every year we would always go. Yeah, the Bristol Renaissance Fair, and I love it. As a matter of fact, that's a cool thing. The atmosphere.
If you've got any footage of that, you should put that back up on your channel.
Well, I never, because this was back during the time of like early mid 2000s. This is before I got into YouTube and knew about it. I started YouTube 2012, so yeah. And I mentioned this in my Witcher 3 Let's Plays, that I think it's like my latest one. When I'm in that town, I can't even remember the name of the freaking town anymore, but they segregate the different, like you have the rich neighborhood, the poor, the middle class. I don't know what you call it. I think I call it income bracket. People living brackets, living income brackets, different, and in the rich neighborhood. And it just kind of reminded me of like a Renaissance fair, but like real, because you're just running. Go ahead and watch my Let's Plays and watch like my latest, my like last 3, and you'll see there's like minstrels, like minstrels that kind of play on the streets, kind of, to make coin that way. And they're playing their instruments and kind of dancing and having like a little celebration right there. And they're not static. They're not just stationary. They eventually move on. So you leave, you come back, they're not there anymore. So, and they're performing in different areas. So it feels like a living, breathing world. And that's really, really cool that Witcher 3 has that. Skyrim doesn't quite do that, and Oblivion doesn't quite do that, but it's still okay with what they have. It's still quite good, you still believe the world is real. They have the Radiant AI where they have the day-night cycles, and they wake up, they go to sleep, they have their daily routines and go to work and open up shop and everything. So that's really, really cool. But I think what separates that with The Witcher 3 is just because obviously it's a newer game, so they're able to fit more NPCs in it. And it's obviously more detailed, so hopefully with this remastered edition of Skyrim, we get to see a little bit more NPCs wandering the streets, and maybe, I don't know, they probably aren't going to do it, but hopefully they will. And maybe just change some of the animations in the cycle so it looks like even more realistic, and the details are going to be there, so it's going to, hopefully, maybe I'm not expecting it to be nearly as good as, or as good, I should say, as Witcher 3, with breathing life into the characters and the world and the towns and the cities, but hopefully it brings it that much step closer from the way how Skyrim is, hopefully. But Skyrim still does a very good job, I think, in my personal opinion. But you'll see what I mean when you watch my my Witcher 3 Let's Plays, and you see the people. I even commentate on that, and it reminds me of Renaissance Fair.
I think we've run long enough. Maybe we should wrap this up.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, say, Croak Dog. Oh, sorry that you were kind of silent near the end over here. Anything else you'd like to add to it? Like, what about, what are the expectations you have maybe for Skyrim Remastered? And what you're hoping for?
Expectations? No, because it looks good to me so far.
I'm sorry?
I don't have really any expectations. It looks good so far. I don't really think there's that much they could do with it.
Okay. Well, if you watch that segment again, that a minute and a half segment, at that 1 hour and 1 minute mark, and I looked at it in great detail. I watched it like 3 times to really get close to it. Look at the foliage and look at the leaves and the trees. It's amazing how every leaf on those bushes look 3D, have dimension to it. It looks, not, I don't want to say 3D, not like
realistic.
It looks realistic. You can see more dimensions and angles.
Yeah.
It's just something so flat. Did you see that part yourself there, Angel?
No, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, what I'll do is I shared a video, and I'll tell you to go to the 1 hour and 1 minute mark, a little bit past the minute mark. It's like close to like 1 hour and 2 minutes almost, but start at the 1 hour 1 minute mark, and I'll share that video at the end, and you'll see. And when they were trying to showcase I think the more detail of the world, and I think they were showing Fly Amita. I forgot that it's FLY. You know what I'm talking about? Alameda. Fly Alameda. That type of. Yeah. That they're showcasing that, and never have I seen it look with this detail like that before. It looks so good with the foliage.
The lighting looks really good too.
Yes, I think they refer to it as Radiant God
rays.
Volumetric God lighting, God rays, or something like that. Volumetric God rays, which is a volumetric lighting, so you can see the sunbeams coming down on you, and it looks real, and it's hitting different things, your body, the trees, parts of the building.
Shadows and light.
Yeah, but volumetric in a way, so it appears realistic, and I love that. So yeah, so I'm just looking forward to just everything that they showcase right there. Maybe further push the AI if they can, and more animations, death kill animations, add spells and weapons.
To have a lot of bug fixes.
And the bug fixes, absolutely, yeah. Fix certain bugs.
Bug fixes.
And I know there are some, I just can't think of them right now. But that's kind of a good thing if I can't really think of. Like some of the bugs with your companion. Like I have Berlina right now. Sometimes she just stands there. The fight is over, and she just stands there. And I'm putting my weapon away, and she just stands there with the weapon drawn, and she does not move. You know, I try talking to her. She's like already in combat, forever stuck in combat mode for a while. You have to play for like a minute or two, and then she breaks out of it. She became like comatose for a while, and she breaks out of it, and then she comes to you. So hopefully things like that get fixed.
Another companion bug is if you sneak and then stand up, sometimes they stay in sneak mode.
Yeah, they're kind of stuck.
Yeah.
I need to fix that.
No, like they'll just follow you crouched for no reason.
Yeah. Okay.
I really got to go, so let's wrap this up.
And closing comments then, Angel.
Yes, this has been an enjoyable live stream. As a budding Let's Player myself, I've thoroughly enjoyed this.
Cool. Okay, guys, so please subscribe to these guys. You know, we got Angel Tarragon here, we got Crook Dog, and the one that left, you know, a little while ago is our good friend Sir Wolfbane. So please head on over to all their channels, give them a sub, show them much love. Okay, that's it, guys, and see you guys next time.